So we are trying to find the remainder of whatever n and m is. So specifically, how can we find that? So first we gotta research, or not even research, but think about it. How do we get the remainder? So specifically in real life, in order to get the remainder, you pretty much have to find the percentage, or pretty much, let me show you the case. This is pretty much a good example. In order to find the remainder, you gotta find the dividend with the divisor in order to get the remainder of whatever is left. So pretty much, yeah, I mean, that's a pretty large equation. I mean, you're gonna have to do a lot of coding. But you know what? We're not gonna do that. No, we're better than that. Specifically, does Java have a function that does that? Yes, it does. This is called a modulo or remainder operator in Java. Java already has a remainder operator, which pretty much is a percentage sign. That's how it gets its remainder. So whatever this guy is returns the remainder of whatever's in there. So pretty much, let's return it. Let's return n with m, right? That should be fine. We're done, right? I would say not quite. Reason being, sure, you passed the first test, which is n equals 5, and you get the remainder 2. I mean, they got 13 divided by 17, or the remainder of that. You're supposed to get 7. Now, what's the issue here? So pretty much, since n is 13 and m is 72, 72 is larger. So pretty much you can still get the remainder of whatever this is, but it is not good practice. So specifically, we had to make an equation that basically checks if n is greater than m, which basically, let's return. We're going to return whatever this guy is if this is true, right? Now we're going to, else if it's not true, let me put it over here, else, that works. We're going to return with n, right? Actually, that should be finished all fun and games, and yeah, there we go. Now, I'm not going to be done here. Specifically, how can we make this a little bit more smaller, you know? Yeah, I love small, even though it looks pretty good. This is around 7 lines, and with more lines added, it takes a little bit more milliseconds just to process it. So how can we process this correctly? So, what if I could tell you that we could just do it in exactly just a few more lines? Let's delete this guy since comments don't usually get this. So let's make our return command. Alright? So we're not gonna do n divided by m, right? Now, what we are gonna do is that we're gonna make an if-else statement. So pretty much like you saw, our if-else statement, it was just one if statement, and then the rest is just else, right? So this wouldn't be good practice. Well, what I'm going to show you right now, if you have so many if statements, this is only good practice if you have one if statement and one else statement. So what is the practice? I don't know the name of it, but I'm going to show you. So pretty much, if we were to give the boolean, which booleans are basically marking it true or false, this is most likely going to be true in our first part. This is not going to be true on our second part, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put the question mark. That's where our operator comes in. So then we're going to describe what is going to be returned. So pretty much we put the module there. This tells us that this is going to find the remainder of whatever this is. Now what if it's not true? This is where the else statement comes in. This right here is telling us that if this guy is not true, this would process. So let's make the return statement. Now this will process if this happens right here, right? And then let me just fix that up. And we're done. As you can see, just 3 lines. 3 lines. That's pretty good. Yeah. I mean, I could do it 1, but you know, it'll be very terrible practice. I mean, I'm pretty sure this video run correctly. It did. So we could basically do it in one line, even though it looks long. And yeah, that's pretty much a good way to practice. And I hope you like this.